Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tricky World. So in today's video we will be looking at how we can automate SAP, which is a ERP system, and most of the MNC use that as a finance module, HR module, or procurement module. So how we can automate SAP with the help of Excel macros VBA. So on screen we have SAP. Like we can record the steps in Excel for macros, the same way we can record the steps in SAP, and same scripting we can integrate in the macros. So as far as automation is concerned, there is no separate technical knowledge which is required in order to automate SAP. It's just a recording part which we need to do. So let's get started. Here we have options tab. We will click on there. There is option of script recording and playback. We will click here. So here path is there. I will start recording by clicking on this particular button. So recording has started. So whatever steps I will perform now, that will get recorded and automatically coding will get generated in the back end. So that same coding we can use in Excel macros. So let's say I will jump to one transaction code. Let's say VA05. So okay, sold to party. I will put randomly date I will put organizational data, and I will make an enter. Okay, let me. So again I will go there in organizational data. I will click on distribution channel and I will select, let me select only consumer products. Okay. So here we have all the data on screen. In order to export this, I will click on list, save file. Yep, so spreadsheet. So we will export this all data into one Excel file on my desktop, and we can keep this as a scenario that on daily basis there is some reporting part which we need to do manually. So we can automate that. We can just perform these steps which I'm performing right now, and that particular reporting can be automated. Automatically that report will be getting downloaded on one click of a button. So here I will put, let's say, output, name of Excel file which will be getting exported, and coding, let's say 4103, generate. Yeah. So it successfully has been generated. Now we will stop the recording, and on desktop there would be a file with the name of A which would have been generated. Let me close this and let me go to my desktop. So this is the file which is generated. We can right click, we can click on edit. So this is entirely all the coding which has generated. What I will do, I will copy all the coding. I will open one Excel file and blank workbook. I will go to developer tab, macros, any random name. I will create a new macro and I will put entire coding here. This coding will work as it is. Only change we need to do, that would be I would remove these lines. Only 4 lines I need to keep, rest of the lines I will remove. So all if else, basically if else statement I will remove. Wherever we have if, I will remove all those statements. Yep, and on top I will declare one statement for declaring variables which are getting used in these. So dim SAP GUauto application make sure it's case sensitive, so application should be in capital letters A, connection and session as object. That's all we need to do. So now we can close this. In Excel, maybe I can insert a button, and I can assign that macro to button, and let me put it side by side, both the windows. So now let me come out. So the moment I will click on this button, there is a pop-up, a script is attempting to access SAP. Okay, all steps will get performed automatically which we had performed earlier. So there is a nothing, absolute no manual intervention for same, and there is a no absolute technical knowledge which is required in order to write the code. So same way it will export spreadsheet with the same format, with everything same thing. So on daily basis we can perform this. Now another question comes. If I go back to the recording, macro edit, let's say on daily basis we are downloading a report. So how we will change the variables or dates? So whatever input we had given here, we can see, like this was the code number, this was the address. So we can change that as per our requirement. For example, if it would have been a date, then we could have done format today into ddmm.yyyy, so whatever format is required. So on daily basis input would be today's date. So we can tweak the code, we can change the code as per requirement, and we can automate the task in SAP as well. So this is quite useful if you are working on an SAP ERP system and you are doing some manual work, so you can automate that particular work with this particular thing. Also, if we go a little bit of deeper, then if we try to understand this code is basically getting started from here. These 4 statements are just setting up the connection. So session dot find by ID will be common in each of the statement. Window 0, so window 0, the current window, which is this one, is window 0. In case any pop-up will come on above of this screen, that would be window 1. Again another pop-up come out of that pop-up, that would be window 2. So for example, here we have window 1, there would be one pop-up. Window 2, on top of that pop-up, where there would be another pop-up. So that is what we have window. Then T-bar is taskbar, where we are putting transaction code. So this is a taskbar, here we are putting V05. So send V key 0, it means enter. There is a list of V keys. 0 would be enter, 1 would be any other key, so you can refer to Google for that. That is quite helpful. We can tweak the code as per our requirement. So that is how this exactly works. So thanks for watching Tricky World. Meet you in our next video.